welcome back! We are leaving Vicent and we are heading to whatever is on the other side of this door. I don't really know what to expect. I'm guessing more green, beautiful lands.
Hootle senses something.
Yes, Hootle does indeed. Oh, whoops, well, sorry to cut you off, but it was necessary for we needed to talk about, oh hello, we needed to talk about the battle that we must do first. It will be extremely easy, I think, but nevertheless, important to take note of that. But no, I don't really know what the next region's going to be like.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
Well, she's changed her tune. She used to be like, it's not worth it. But no, I don't know what to expect of the next area. I mean, we've had Fireland, we've had Snowland, we've had Grassland. So what's next? Water? Actually, yeah, no. If we were actually to go on the Astral Arch basis, then actually, yeah, we're gonna have a light land.
Something you want to say?
Oh, that's interesting.
Keep them pointed toward the enemy.
Huh.
Over so soon?
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that's very possible. Oh, that's something new. Oh, it's around here. I can hear it. I cannot see it, but I can hear it. It's back here. Oh, it could be anywhere. Where are you? Okay, no, it's closer to over here. Right. Where? I almost certainly looked at it 4 times, but where is it? There you are. Oh, yeah, you are like bright and orange and on fire. Devil Tail. I did not see the Devil Tail, but I see you now. Nice. 21 whole owls. Oh, we got something for that. That's pretty cool. That might be the last one of this area, actually, because I think we've been pretty thorough with getting them all. I could, of course, be wrong, but I think we have been. So good. Love how powerful it can be. Oh no! Rude. Yeah, you are done.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
So those are jamming off.
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Certainly not bad.
No complaints here.
I wonder when we're going to get a fishing rod.
You saw it too.
Maybe right now. Like, actually. Amazing.
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
Yes! Yes, okay, various fishing ponds. I think I've seen 3 prior to this one. There was the one near the slave area in the volcano. There was one just before the entrance to the city in Snowland, and here there was one at the first campsite. So yeah, so various fishing points are scattered around Dana, which contain different species of fish to catch. These fish can be used in cooking, sold for gold, or even unlock new titles, so don't hesitate to try new fishing holes when you find them. Fishing consists of 4 steps: casting a line, luring fish, hooking them, and then reeling them in. For more information on these steps, consult the fishing controls topic. Okay. This is almost certainly something I'm going to spend a long time
I
doing.
hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry
Okay,
bellies are
so we
counting
can
on
select
this.
a lure. Oh, you can select... Oh, so you can get different rods. That's cool. So this easily catches certain things. Oh, and you can see what kind of fish there are. I don't know what it means
what do you think
by
about that
triangle
spot?
square,
Good
though.
idea. I'll go for that one.
I'm gonna go with that. I don't know how this works.
I've got something.
Oh, okay. I can't tell if I'm doing this right.
I'll let you go this
No,
time.
okay. I was misinterpreting it. Right, let me try this again. This will make sense eventually. Maybe.
All right.
Okay, so... You really want me to... Yeah, pull the way it says. Yeah, I gotcha. Oh! Ah! I didn't realise I had to press R1! I thought I had to... What, did I even need to hold R2 after I'd started it? Probably not. It's all about me learning how this actually works at this point. I understand this bit. This bit makes sense.
I've got something.
No, I don't have to hold it. Okay. I think that was mistake number 1. Ah, it's R2! I thought it was going to be R1! God damn it! Okay. Right. At this point, the hardest thing is me just not knowing how it works. Now I understand it could be any of the trigger buttons. Fine. No problem whatsoever. I got you. I got you, fam. I understand the principle. This is probably really embarrassing, but also I would argue it is not. If you don't know how something works, of course you're going to fail it. L1. Okay, there we go. That's a good start. I think. Ah! Ah! This is actually really cool, and way more epic than it has any right to be. Did I do it? Did I make magic happen?
That's not a fish I see often.
Oh, it's a Tarka trout!
Grilled or broiled?
Nice. Okay. I'm not going to do this much now, because I'll be here forever. But I do like.
And
that's
all
cool.
there is to it.
Now I understand how it works.
Seems like
That's
you need to
rad.
have good reflexes to catch anything.
Goddamn
I
yes.
don't know if it's really for me. Kisara, I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
I can get behind that. That's cool.
Okay!
Hey, you look like you know your way with a rod. I've been fishing a long time and have built up a good collection of equipment for it. I'll share it with you if you're interested. I just want one thing in exchange. All I ask is for you to show me records of any fish you catch. The more you catch, the more equipment I'll hook you up with. If you need anything, I'm always here. Don't be afraid to come up and talk to me. Okay, the fishing expert found at Tucker Pond can teach you the basics about fishing. You show him your fishing notes, he'll tell you where to go to catch fish you haven't found. Okay, that's cool. So I got Miguel's rod, we're gonna top her. Okay, that's cool. No, I'm very on board with that. That's cool. Oh. Interesting. Does this actually help fish, or just... No, not really. Ah, that will be worth getting. Although, wasn't there something you wanted before? No, I don't know. Mid-air evasion would be good. Honestly, both of these are pretty good. But I'll go with that for sure. What was that one again? Yeah, no, I want KO prevention. That's really, really good. So if I talk to you, what do you have? So tell me about fishing rods. Here's your let me show you my fishing notes. Okay. Okay, so if I get 2 more fish, you'll give me something. Okay, no, that makes sense. I can do that next time, I guess. SP accumulated. I disagree. You know, I disagree. We definitely have not. Oh, hello. Oh, right, you're a healing person. Hello. Whew, you're a lifesaver. Now I can get back to my miss. Sorry, forget I spoke. Carry on, don't mind me. Infantry shield. Is that an actual, like,
always amazed what healing arts
weapon?
can...
Yes, it is. It is worse, like, significantly, but it's cool that you can get it. Oh, actually, it does look pretty cool. But yeah, no.
Just doing my job. No.
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
Okie dokie. Yeah, let's rest. And we might be able to have one of the campfire stories.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, La?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh rending cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me, but my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
Anything I missed here? I don't think so. We must have actually seen 100 of these by now. That's crazy. Also, we have barely seen any cutscenes, which is really interesting. Or like any like major take you away from the game cutscenes. No, we won't cook. Yay! Okay, let's see Kisara.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
Aww,
I'll take watch tonight.
that's nice.
It's okay.
I love this game! It makes me happy!
Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Yeah, I think so. I guess I may as well see if you've got new stuff. No, it doesn't look like it. I don't imagine I can forge new weapons. I don't see why I would be able to. Yeah, I didn't think so. Actually, sorry, let me go back to buy sell items. Do you randomly sell, like, fishing equipment now? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, I just had to check. Because you never know. Manage ranch. Oh! I got a chicken, baby! There is a cat. So there's a mouse somewhere. I need to get rid of it, but whatever. I'll do that later. But no, I do quite like the ranch now that I understand how it works. It's pretty cool. I'll see what's through here, but now might be a good starting point. This might be like a huge area. If it's tiny, then I'll do it now, but it might be massive.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Yeah, I see it. We're gonna end. we'll watch this first.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Well, now it looks like a good time to end. We got a big road ahead of us, and I look forward to it. And dread whatever that is.